Hey, Basket Brains, Kirby here, aka Darkwing Disc, and alongside me, as always, is the Fairway Finder, Ollie DePina. This is the KO
Oh,
Disc Golf
disc golf
Show.
show.
Welcome to episode 115. This is the Kangaskhan episode. Did I fuck up that intro, or did I hit that right?
Episode 115.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Let's go.
We got a little soundboard action going on. This is episode 115, the Kangaskhan episode. KO question of the week. This is actually the same question as last week. If you were arrested, what would it be for? We did not answer, and this is actually like a fan-submitted question, so we're going to make sure we get to that.
We need some justice on it.
That's right. So yeah, we're going to answer kind of like what we think each other would be arrested for, and then what we'd be arrested for at the end of the ep. Ollie, how you doing, man? How's it going?
I'm doing well. The intro had me laughing, and I unfortunately had a little bit of a scooter fall. I won't get into too many details. Basically, yeah, fell on one of those e-scooters going home, and I was Vindictive Wings watching the game. Got some wings with a coworker, and then we're heading back to my place, and then we're gonna go to our other coworkers because it's his birthday, and then. Yeah, it was a bit of a fall. I had no head injury, so I'm very thankful for that. But my body is a bit aching. I'm not gonna lie. So we're getting through that. Been playing some frisbee. I got the 4 tag at North Park now, so we had a good round there. And then right after Fort Stillcombe Open, I went and played. This was last week, not this week, but I've just been on my streak of playing. And I went and played, I've just been playing there a lot. But I went and played there and got we did like a birthday round for Luke Gent. I don't think I shouted that out last week. So, even if I did, he deserves another one. But I've been good. I've been good. And, yeah, that's actually, about it.
Speaking of Luke Gent, we did an infinite order. I think we talked about this like after the show last week. I got an infinite order in, and they sent us a couple of banners, and I have a banner for Luke Gent.
Yep.
Yeah, Infinite sent us a they just like sent us some stuff as like a hey, thanks for placing an order kind of thing, and they sent us a Yakun Discs banner. And I don't think I've ever ordered Yakun Discs. It's just not like a super popular brand. But Luke loves them, so we're gonna hook him up with that banner. So that should be pretty cool. We'll get that to you, and you get it to him sometime pretty soon. So, but yeah. So you said with that fall, you said you mostly just kind of like hurt your ribs.
Yeah, and looking maybe like arm, hand. Like this hand is kind of feeling it a lot, like a little achy, but everything's like fine. Like I can move everything, and. It's like, okay, it just like was a fall, but
yeah,
my back's not maybe the best, but we're getting through. Like, haven't missed work or anything like that, and been trying to just rest now, basically, and be like, okay, yeah, no more scooter adventures.
Yeah. Well, it's also nice that like you're not at Costco anymore, so you're not out there like shoving carts around or anything like that. You can sit down on stream and. Still, reasonably talk and open pack still pretty easily. So
besides being tired and being like achy, I had that very same thought. I'm very thankful that I have a job that's not so physically demanding where I can just, exactly sit there, rip packs and just chill. And, my job is talking and hanging out with people. So feels good.
Nice.
How you doing, Kirb?
I'm doing pretty good. Had Shelton Springs Open this week. Went to a baseball game with Kenny and Justin Banks was there too, so that was really cool. Nice hanging out with them, kind of like talking ball, kind of little disc golf talk, and just kind of hanging out. Kenny's doing really good. I'm trying to get him on the show pretty soon. He's just a little, I don't know. He's a little more like reserved than we are, so we're trying to open him up and get him on here as soon as we can. So I think it'd be really cool to kind of have everybody kind of touch base with him and. So many people like love him so much. So just kind of being able to touch base and see kind of where he's at and people miss seeing him around at all the tournaments and stuff. So,
yeah,
but yeah, cool checking in with him. Red Sox won, which I was pretty surprised by. I did tell Kenny, like, we're sit down for the first inning And I'm like, bro, this Red Sox team is bad, man. I was like, your guy Bryce Miller is going to throw 9 pitches in the first inning. And he went 3 pitches to our leadoff hitter. He went 4 pitches to our second hitter. And he throws a strike. And I look at Kenny, I go, all right, this is pitch number 9. And he pops it up, and the center fielder catches it. And I look at him, I was like, bro, I know this team, and I know how bad they are. And, but yeah, they ended up winning, which was like pretty surprising. They actually won the whole series, which again, like anytime the Red Sox win at this point in time for the rest of the season, I'm pretty surprised by, I think. But really, really good time. I mean, Kenny's such like you can see how much Kenny loves baseball, so it's cool hanging out. But yeah, a bunch of late nights this past weekend. I'm usually like a in bed early, 8:30, 9 o'clock type of guy. We were at the game until, I mean, what, like 9, 10 o'clock. So I'm not getting home until 11. And then Shelton Springs Open this past weekend. The tee times are super late. Like on Saturday, my tee time was at 4:40.
Yep.
And we didn't finish playing until like 9 o'clock.
That's
so
insane.
I did. Dude, it's so late. So we actually finished at 8:55, to be like 100% honest about it. But that's, I mean, basically 9 o'clock. So 8:55 finish time. I drove home. I walked in my door at 10:50. I look at my wife. I say, "Hey, good to see you." I give her a kiss and I say, "All right, I'm going to bed." And that was that was my whole night. Wake up the next morning, basically just do it again. Yesterday being Sunday, we're recording this Monday morning. So yeah, yesterday being Sunday, the tee times were about 40 or 30 minutes earlier, which was really, really nice. And we played a shorter layout. So I was out of there like relatively early, actually, like before 8 o'clock, which was pretty good. But yeah, I'm not usually like a late night guy. So having all those late nights, like I'm kind of feeling that this morning. Like I woke up this morning being like, oh my God, like this is what that feels like. So, yeah, pretty good overall, though. Weather was really, really nice. Can't really complain about that. So I guess we'll get right into it now in the tournament recap presented by Emerald City Discs. Tournament recap by
Emerald City.
Emerald City.
Emerald City.
Emerald City Discs. So yeah, it was a Shelton Springs Open. Down at Shelton Springs. We played the blue course round one. MPO played the blue course round 1 and played the white course round 2. Really interesting, honestly. I haven't played the white course or like a lot of those tees. I'm just like not comfortable there. Every time I'm down there, I'm playing mostly just the blues.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really like some of those whites were kind of in situations and in spots where I was like, I kind of don't fully know what to do here necessarily. So the weather was great all weekend. I mean, round 1, it was like really windy. Some of those shots getting out into that field, like hole 7, getting out there, hole 8 coming back into the woods, hole 10 with that little like horseshoe kind of hole were really, really challenging with all the wind that was going around, but pretty manageable all in all. Hole 2 was pretty tough to putt. I had a putt on hole 2 that was just like into a ripping headwind, and I just kind of like spun it out of my hand and I was trying to put as much rotation as I could put on the disc without actually like throwing it in any way, because I knew the wind was just going to kind of pick it up, and it had zero chance out of the hand it was ever going to make it into the basket. But also I was like, please just like hit and drop, I don't want another 12-footer 15-footer coming back at it. So it was just I felt like it was going to be one of those kinds of rounds. I was throwing a lot of drives round 1 that were like pretty okay. But with all the wind, I just wasn't going to really give myself honest birdie looks. So I was just kind of getting up and down for par for a lot of them. But it was just a pretty solid round all in all. Round 2, weather was perfect. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. It was pretty like hot and toasty, but really nice. I mean, it's June, it's supposed to be hot and toasty. Minimal wind, just really, really awesome weather all in all. I was really sloppy off the tee. I mean, like I was just hitting early trees pretty much like left and right. I think I actually might take the video that Justin Banks does for round 2, and I might try to take out all the like tree hits and just make like a short little compilation of them, because it was like, I mean, it was kind of a lot, dude. Like I was like shanking shots all over the place. Like hole 2, from like whites, we played that for like the FPO Cascade Challenge layout. That first tree there, I like hit that first tree and just ricocheted down left, and like it was just kind of like I was like, okay, this is like today's going to be an uphill battle, and it definitely just kind of was. just kind of a grindy kind of weekend. Had to kind of grind it out. So um, we'll go through the winners real quick here. Taking down MPO was Axel Olsen. He won pretty handedly on our team ECD here. He shot a 10:43 first round. Really, really impressive out on the blues. He
Yeah.
throws so freaking far, dude. Like, it is crazy. I mean, we have such a we have so much young talent in this area between like him, Colin Bryant. We had Carter Aarons for a while. Dallas Garber, is still Pacific Northwest, even if he is down in Portland. Um, I even pop like Asher into that group. Lil Mateo, part of that group as well. Those young, like 20 and younger kind of kids. Um, I mean, Carter throws super far, but to watch Axel throw effortlessly and still throw the disc 560 feet, I'm like, he might be the biggest stud of the bunch. Like, I think Collins has a stronger forehand, but I think Axel genuinely has more of a like backhand distance. And I mean, putting, I'm not even really sure like who's the best putter out of that bunch because they're all just really, really good at it. So, um, yeah, really. I mean, he's so good. So his attention is still divided between ultimate frisbee and disc golf too.
Exactly too. Yeah. So he's.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah. So by the time he's like done with college and he completely focuses on disc golf, I mean, he's gonna be so good. Like he's already incredible. So
Yeah, it looks like you just put together like two really solid rounds, which I think that's what you had to do to win this event with the field that you had, you know.
hmm
I think a lot of people had one really great round, one good pop off, but it was hard to put together two in the woods here. Maybe in like you saying on those unfamiliar tees, but really solid performance from him.
yeah. Coming in second place is Dan Pfaff. Coming in third place is Bryson Little. FPO was won by Christy Lee with our ECD teammate Jennifer Rice coming in second and Brandy Cargill coming in third. Jason Van Proyen came in first. Andrew Rivers came in second, and Tom Corella came in third in MP40. Hank Kerwin won MP50 over Jerry Randall and Jason Koch. Kurt Bain won MP70 over Gordon Kirkpatrick. Quick look at Kurt Bain's thing. I'm kind of surprised. He has been a member since 1992, and he has 40 career wins. And it looks like, yeah, I mean, he's pretty much been playing every year since then. Kurt Bain, what a stud. Absolutely crazy. Um, Winning MA1 was Taylor Simmons. He took it down over Christian Lopez, Dakota Cords, and Reed Koch, who came in tied for second. Leilani Battle beat T-Bex in FA1. Ryan Smith won MA40 over Adam Croft and Chris Johnson. FA40 was won by Jennifer Awesome Krasbinski. MA50 was won by Bruce Sweeney Weaver over Don Clark and Brian Arthur in the MA50 division. MA60 was won by Dave Collada over Steve Smith and Jim Hansen. MA70 was won by Rich McClelland. MA2 was won by Jackson Zentz over Jason Harrington and Abraham Lampert. FA2 was won by Katie Harrington. MA3 was won by Brandon Clark. He beat out. Where did I just go? He beat out Daniel Aboy, and Grant Reynolds and Grant Toshi. We had two Grants tied for third place. That's kind of cool. And I would just like to point out that Grant beat Pierce by one stroke. So congratulations, Grant. You're holding them off a little longer.
Let's
And
go,
then
Grant.
Kylie Fernandez won FA3. Big fan of her. Congratulations, Kylie.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, great event overall. I do think that the tee times are a little too late if I'm being like really, really,
That's
um,
way too late.
yeah, just like open and honest
I
about it. I
texted you
mean,
440 question mark like, is that right? Like not
yeah,
necessarily like not even like ask you. I was like, is this correct? You know?
yeah. So
Crazy.
lots of people in there. There's 174 players, so I think realistically you could probably knock off like 30, 40 players. Save 10 tee times or something like that, 8 tee times maybe, something like that, and kind of cut those tee times down to like 330, 320, something like that would be pretty good, especially on the blue course. And it's 21 holes because we are playing all the extended ones. So some of those are super, super long. It's going to be a really long round. Playing till 9 o'clock is just not my favorite. But besides that, I mean, the event was ran really good. There was no issues or anything like that whatsoever. Everything was like everything was done exactly the way it should be. So, your only complaint there. All right, time to get into the tournament look ahead presented by Disc Golf Threads.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
There can be only one World Wrestling Federation champion.
Acknowledge me.
This coming week, the biggest event coming up this week is going to be the BC Open, the British Columbia Open Pro at Raptors Knoll. That is happening up at BC. One of my favorite events of the year. I absolutely love Raptors Knoll. It's probably a top 3, top 5 course I've ever played, at least like personally. It's always crazy that it's faster to get up to BC than it is to get to Portland, so if you're picking out your top courses to play within 4 hours, Raptors Knoll, Milo, MacGyver are all there within Seattle. If you say your favorite course to go within inside of 2 hours, you cannot say Milo, MacGyver, Blue Lake, or any of the Portland guys. So
Closer to
Raptors
Shelton,
Knoll,
that's crazy.
yeah, really. I mean, it's like for me up in North Seattle, it's about the same amount of time to get there. It's really just how busy is the border, how much traffic is getting you through the border there.
South or north, yeah. And then,
But yeah, no, it's so great. The drive up there is really nice. Pretty much like nothing in your way the whole way, which is really, really good. But this will be a Q Series event, a qualifying series. I'm not playing any of the other really qualifying series events. So, I think actually South Sound Classic is also qualifying series. So that's cool. We got those two. I don't know necessarily what those, like, I don't know what you qualify for, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, just because, like, it's a DDPT series, but if you win this event, do you, like, qualify, like, the US men's US championship,
most
I guess?
likely. That's probably what I'm thinking.
Really solid looking field here. We got Scott Withers, Thomas Gilbert, Axel Olsen as kind of your top 1, 2, and 3. Cool seeing Gavin Boss and Cam Rico coming up from California. Those guys I see in Pasadena every year, so cool seeing them coming up for this. Noah Higgins won this event last year, so he's returning. And we got the Battle of the Snyders. There's a guy down in Oregon. His name is Trevor Snyder. He's actually like, dude, Trevor's like a total freaking badass. He like flies and fixes helicopters for like the military or some shit. Like he's like legitimately like I was like, that is a fucking cool job, man. But we are both 1008 rated, so this is the true Battle of the Snyders. Every year I see him, and every year we kind of joke about like, one of us has got to beat out the other one kind of thing. So this year is going to be the biggest test, I think. But yeah, so it should be a standard gold layout from what I saw. What I think is really interesting about this event, when I talked to the tournament director a couple of years ago, he had mentioned that he doesn't do any paper anymore. He doesn't do like paper maps. He doesn't do really just paper scorecards is the only thing he uses. He said that he was spending, with the amount of people that he has playing the event, there was one year we had 650 people playing. He spends like thousands and thousands of dollars every year on maps and on all this other paper and stuff. So instead of doing that, he just made an app. So if you go on to the App Store, you can just find the BC Open app, and it's updated for this year, which is really, really cool. He updates it every year. He said that was the investment ahead of time has already saved him money and paid off dividends in the end, which I just think is so, so cool. And I really haven't seen, I mean, outside of like PDGA Worlds, a couple years ago, I've never seen another place do a full app like that. Like even like OTB Open, they don't have an app, or Champions Cup, nothing like that. So I think that's really, really cool. I think that's a really, really sweet feature for them to do.
I've always been a fan of it. Q Series is earning points to get a tour card.
Oh, okay.
So the top 5 in MPO get, or top 5 in Q points get MPO cards, and top 3 in Q points get FPO cards for the divisions. Pretty cool.
So that's kind of their like sub tour to like get on the tour.
That's kind of
I
cool.
really
I like that a lot. I actually like that a
yeah.
lot. It gives
I like
incentive for like for a player to go and play in these events and go make a name for themselves. That's
yeah.
actually, maybe we should be following the Q series more.
I kind of love it. I wish there was like more because isn't there only like 6 events or something like that?
2026 schedule. No, there's a lot. Holy
Is
crap.
there?
There's a lot. Okay, I think we should make a whole thing just following this as, I mean, well, of course we will. British Columbia Open being the next. They have Charleston, West Virginia, the Kanawha Valley Regional, Back and Saddle something, South Sound Classic, San Francisco Safari, Music City Open, Pennsylvania State Championship, Third Coast Championship, Maine State Championship, and then the last one, I think the big end is the Big Rip Classic in Hattiesburg.
That's sweet. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, I think it would make a lot of sense if you just have a bunch of A tiers that are like good A tiers. You just have a bunch of those be this qualifying series, and if you have a player who wants to tour and just play the qualifying series to get in
23 events. That's pretty
23, that's
good.
solid.
That's solid, and you can
It's a
earn
full
some money
season.
playing A tier. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
If they made sense in terms of like traveling, you know, like one, like they connected to each other and they weren't like jumping across the country and you could travel to them, that would be really sick.
It looks like they do kind of a good job, but like the British Columbia Open is like this week, but or like, this week, and then they go to West Virginia, Indiana, and then Olympia, Washington, and then California. So it'd be like it doesn't make sense. So maybe there needs to be some more coercion through that, but to like that's pretty cool though.
Yeah. I love that, like the base of that sounds really cool.
I
That's something that
wonder
the
if I could
DGPT
find
could
the
grow.
standings.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if the DGPT could realistically grow that and work that out to the point where it is like a legitimate like side tour, like a not like a B tour, but yeah, kind of like a training ground, right? Like we have minor league baseball that people like to go and watch. Why not have minor league disc golf in a way, right? And I
They
know
do
that
have
is
it.
kind of in a way you could almost treat the college like collegiate disc golf like that too, where hey, like the winners of the collegiate disc golf every year maybe get a shot at a tour card or a tour card or
They
something
get
like
that
that.
USDGC, yeah.
Okay, so like that's a sweet incentive. Like that's huge.
Yeah, Jaden Wright gets to go to USDGC carefully.
Yeah, that whole team basically. Is it the whole team or is it like one player?
I don't know how if it works for team golf or if it works for just singles, but it'd be cool if it was a team golf thing. Just get like
Yeah,
the rotation, like get everyone on in a spot at Worlds or something. It'd be cool.
they give you like 3 spots or something, or yeah, 4 spots maybe. That's so much, but I think it's kind of cool. Yeah,
Chandler Kramer's number 4 ranked on the Q series right now.
that doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's a dog. Like
He's a
he's out there
dog.
every week playing.
Ty Love 5th. So the top 5 are in line to get a tour card, which is cool, which is awesome.
Who's in the lead right now?
Jonathan Borzik.
Not familiar. Maybe we should be.
Yeah, maybe we should be. Emmanuel Torres. He has a
That name sounds familiar.
world standing 103 on Statmando. Jonathan Borzik is world standing 71. Jesse Longnecker.
I know that name.
He's tied number 2 with Emmanuel Torres.
That's sick.
All right, yeah, we might have to be following. I might keep following this more to see who gets a tour spot. I actually really like this.
That's cool. I'm into it. Yeah, last thing about BC Open. I'm
Sorry.
excited for Wednesday. No. No, I love that little tangent. That was perfect. Wednesday, I have a sweet like Team Discmania practice round being set up. I got a couple of the Discmania guys up there, so be on the lookout for maybe some content coming out of there or something like that. I'm definitely gonna try to film a bunch while I'm up at BC. I love, man, like I said, I love Raptors so much. So, but all right, we'll get right into the weather look ahead.
Weather look ahead.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
Oh yeah. All right, for BC, I have it up right here somewhere. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I did see it's going to be pretty warm the next couple of days. I think it's going to rain. Yeah, it looks like tomorrow, being Tuesday, is going to be in the high of like 80s. Same for Wednesday. So it's going to be hot, but not like crazy hot. Looks like Thursday and Friday. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be one rainstorm that comes in kind of like late on Thursday. Looks like probably around 5, 6 o'clock up in BC. It's going to start raining, and it looks like it's going to have like a 50 to 60% chance of raining pretty much until like 5 p.m. the next day. So it's really not that much rain. It's probably about 24 hours of kind of off and on, but I think it should be pretty fine all in all. But it doesn't look like the temperature is necessarily going to pick up throughout the weekend. It looks like it's going to stay in that kind of mid to low 60s throughout the weekend. The tournament does start on Friday, so it looks like Friday those guys who are starting really early might encounter some rain. Hopefully, by the time MPO goes off in the afternoon, it should be relatively dry, just maybe some wet grass. So I don't think there's too many holes where you're throwing rollers, but any holes where you are going to throw rollers probably going to not really have much of an opportunity. It looks like the winds on Thursday are going to be going. We got some like 10-mile-an-hour gusts looking in the morning and the afternoon. Friday it should be all right. I got like 5-7 miles an hour for the afternoon and for the morning. Saturday we're looking at about 6. Sunday about the same kind of thing. And it looks like it's going to be a relatively consistent direction all day too, which is nice. So, or all weekend. So, should be a pretty solid weekend all in all up in BC. I still haven't made the decision if I'm going to actually, I don't think I want to drive back and forth every day because it is kind of just like a little bit of too much driving, but I don't know how much I want to commit to like getting a full hotel up there yet. I got to look into it still. I'm not really sure. But all right. So, all right. Ollie, I just sent you the breakdown.
Oh gosh.
This past week was the European Open. Let me know when you're ready. All right. And hit us.
I'm not a peon. European Open, that is. The Grand Baron of Birdies, Gannon Bird, does it again. This MFer has won 5 of his 10 DGPT events this year, including this major. The 16K he earned this week means he surpassed the 100K mark for the season. Gannon Burr is $102,939 for the season. The next closest to him is Sticky Ricky at $43,329. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there is only one European name at the top 5 in the top 5. Wysocki coming in second, beating Gannon by 5 strokes in the final round to lose by 4. Gavin Grabencock came third place. Timu does disc golfers now. Timu Lepinen also tying for third. Evelina Grand Slam Salonen takes the final major needed to achieve the Grand Slam. Good luck with these. Julia Foz came in second. She looks like a child, so no jokes. Kristina Jokova. Good luck. Came in third. Thank you for. I had to add your little what you had to say. Good luck and your.
Yep.
Those
are really good.
I watch coverage. I watch coverage.
Okay. The last one, Christina Jurkolokova. I don't know. That one.
Christina Jurkova.
Yeah. I'm not good at pronouncing those, and a lot of the like the U's, the K, the O, the V, they had like those little, I don't know what they're called in English, where like the little hats and stuff over the letters. So I just don't know how to type that out.
I hit my head, and now I'm starting to speak it. It all makes sense now.
Bro, that would be such a cool.
That'd be like I can't like try to hit my head to gain a language. Or can I?
Or can you? Let me know if you need help. I
That was pretty. I
volunteer
feel
to
like
just.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, no, really, really good. Yeah, Gannon's like on like absolute heater this year. I saw that stat where he surpassed the 100,000 mark, and Ricky's not even at 50 yet. I was like, unbelievable,
What is
man.
he at all time? He's gonna be. Who has the most all time earnings? Is it Rick?
I
It's got to
think,
be Gannon soon.
yeah. I mean, he's on trajectory to break it
Has
like
anyone hit a
anytime.
mill?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty
people.
sure Paul. No, I'm pretty sure like shit. I'm pretty sure there's been a million reached already though.
Ricky's at 938,000. Ooh.
Oh,
Gannon's at like 670,000, which is crazy because like the point
really?
of where they're at in their career. Paul
Yeah.
Macbeth is at 871,000. I would think Ricky's the most.
I'm pretty surprised. Maybe the stat I'm thinking of what is that $100,000 mark? Because there was a while where like nobody was ever like even reaching that. So that might be the mark I'm thinking of.
He also got like that huge contract.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
That's
Um,
crazy. Who breaks a milli first, Gannon or Rick?
I think it's Gannon. I mean, he's out. You know, he's out shooting him by $60,000 for 10 events. Like,
So Ricky only has to have $60,000. Gannon needs like 330,000.
yeah,
It's possible. That's gonna be
yeah,
fun to track as well.
yeah. That's a good one. Comment down below who you think is going to hit that mark first. All right, Ollie, hit us with the World Cup update.
World Cup's been going crazy. First, I'm gonna say first things first. Cabo Verde, that's another draw against a two-time world champion team. So I know it was 1950 last time Uruguay won. They got the stars, they got the golden patch. We beat it. We tied them. We took our point against them. Absolutely amazing. It's looking really good for us. A draw or a win puts us in just like such a good position against Saudi coming up here on um is that Saturday? I think it's Saturday. Or no, it's Friday. Friday at 5 for the Pacific folk. And no, it's just been awesome so far. This World Cup's been cool. It's been awesome seeing the fans here. Seattle's been popping. It's been cool seeing videos from other cities and stuff, and other people from countries just coming in and enjoying it and everything. It's been awesome. It's been really cool.
Friday
Uh,
was nuts. Like,
Friday
so
was
we were at the
crazy. I know,
we were
because I was like, that's why I texted you. I was like, what day are you going to the game? And you're like,
yeah.
Friday. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. So when I drove down there, I went at thinking, all right, I'm not going to find parking for miles. And by the time we got down there at 5:30, it had completely cleared up. I think
That's crazy.
everybody that was down there for the game, I think, left, and then a lot of people went to the game. So
Yeah.
as I'm walking down, there was a few people that had like the Weeble wobbles walking down because they were freaking more than a few soda pops deep, right? And we get into the game, and there's people chanting USA, and they still got their like America like overalls and stuff on, and I was like, oh, this is the vibe today. Like I totally see what's going. This is not a normal Red Sox Mariners game.
I definitely want to go to a Mariners game while the World Cup's in town because I think it's definitely a cool experience. That's a really cool one.
It's a vibe, dude. Like 100%. Yeah, everybody was like all like high on it. Like when they did the national anthem, there was like an uproar. Like I've never heard like a crowd like get down with the national anthem the way they were, and I was like,
Yeah.
this like it's kind of like this is kind of a cool feeling. Like you like this is pretty sweet.
We ordered Vozinha. They dropped the Vozinha jersey, so it's just the number one keeper jersey.
Yeah,
So we got that secured.
you got one.
Yeah,
Hell
we
yeah.
got one secured. That's
Cool.
coming in the mail. We're gonna go pick up a sticker book. I'm excited. I want to get some more of the stickers and try to collect some of those. World
Yeah.
Cup's amazing. Group stages are some of their teams are coming on their last game. USA is playing amazing. I can't not talk about that.
Yeah,
They have a very easy schedule and very like it just has worked out for them very well where like they could have a really pretty chill round of 32 where I think right now they're projected to be playing Bosnia and then I mean there's still a whole game to be played and games to be played but I think the projection percentage wise is looking like Bosnia or something and then we and then I think after that, it's like a pretty like the winner of like some like pretty easy or like I don't know. It's looking pretty good for them to make even a quarterfinal run where it's exciting times to be a USA soccer fan. Um, France looks pretty good. England looks pretty good. England had a really cool moment down in LA at SoFi. They have a Jude Bellingham, and he was like walking around. And soccer pitches and are like clubs and stadiums are huge, but like there's some fans are getting like a taste of like these like billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. This is like SoFi is so brand new,
Yeah.
and like it was insane. And they're singing, "Hey," they're like, "Hey Jude," and his name's Jude Bellingham. He's like walking off. He was like, "This is insane." So
Yeah.
I think it puts a good taste in players' mouths for everything like that. So I think this World Cup's been a success so far, and I think it's only going to be like because the U.S. sports get so even some of the biggest like big fans like get locked out of a season, but like the second any games of worth come in playoffs, if you're a fan of that sport, you are so locked into that.
Yes.
So I think like people are starting to become fans of it, and then once these like knockout games become and countries are like, oh, this is your like go home game, I think it's going to become so much more entertaining where the group stages have already been awesome. I think it's going to be so great.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree anymore. Dude, I'm hyped for Norway. Like I
Yep.
said last week, I'm all on Norway. My dude, Erling Hosgaard or
Haaland.
Haaland. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Everything I see about him, because like now I've liked a couple of things about him on Instagram, so just it keeps feeding me more and more info about him.
He's a huge international star, so yeah,
He's
it's gonna.
he's my favorite person of all time. Like it's incredible. Like he's like the way like this video of him like head down like chasing someone down. I was like, dude, he's a menace. Like he's a scorer. Like he's a diva. This guy has everything that I want in an athlete. Like I'm so pumped about him. So I'm there. If Norway wins, I'm like I have no interest in soccer, but let me be clear, like if Norway wins or even if they go I don't know, like to the final game, I'll buy a Norway like FIFA jersey. Like I have no interest. Like never would I actually get one before this, but if they go that far, I'll get like a Holland
He has a
jersey.
sick jersey. It has his mom's last name and his dad's last name. It's so sick.
Dude, their team photo where they all lined up and the stripes went across perfectly everybody's chest. I was like, oh, you guys are incredible.
I love it. I love it.
I love it so much. Yeah. So they actually, I don't know if you saw, but they shipped like food from Norway to the US because they didn't want their players eating, like they wanted to keep their players' diet consistent with what they've been eating for the last few months. So they shipped like oranges, they shipped like fish, and they shipped this Norwegian cheese called Ski Queen. And I went and picked up some of the Ski Queen the other night just to kind of like be in the trenches, you know, with the Norway team. So if
Hey,
you've
they
never
play
tried it
at
though,
5 today. There you
dude,
go.
if you,
Eat your cheese. Get hype.
I'm
Get
going.
hype.
I'm going to. I have it with me. If you've never tried, I'm telling you guys. Anybody listening, go to like a town and country or something. Find yourself some Ski Queen. It's just like little brown cheese. It's super super good. It's like a goat's milk cheese, and they caramelize like some of the like initial stuff, so it tastes like really like kind of sweet and caramely. It's really really good with apples. So yeah, go get yourself some Ski Queen. Pick yourself up a couple of apples. Eat your Norwegian cheese tonight at 5 and root on Norway. They're gonna kick ass.
Go Senegal.
No way, dude. Norway's got this.
Sadio
No
Mane.
way. Norway.
No way,
I
Norway.
Norway, bruh.
That's
That's how like an Australian would say it. Norway. All right. Time for the KO course review. This week we are going to talk about Shelton. Very, very relevant since we just were there this past week. Ollie, what are some of your impressions of Shelton?
Oh, amazing. Premier course of Washington State. Like, truly. I mean, it's where the Pro Tour comes and plays. It's one of the better courses you could play. I think it defines Washington disc golf really well. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's like literally like one of the top courses in the state.
Yeah, I mean, for a long time I was told that this was the highest rated course in the entire state. And then I went and checked it out and I was like, hey, this place is great. It is personally, like, I was always a little surprised that it was the number one rated course in the state. It is awesome, but it doesn't have the stuff you would expect a number one rated course to have. Like, it doesn't have like big hills. Like, it's pretty flat all in all. There's no like water carries or anything like that you would expect. But by the time you're done playing that course, you're like, I'm tired, but I want to play another round. I had fun. There's gaps to hit. I love the 3 levels of difficulty that they have out there. I cannot remember their names to save my freaking life. I still just call them.
Springboard, Timberclaw, Misery Whip.
Yeah, I'm still just gonna call them blue, white, and red.
Yeah, it's,
You know,
it's
like,
easy. I also
it's
do
just
that.
so much. Yeah, like so much easier. Even like the new gold pads that they've added to a few of the holes are so hard and challenging, but also like really really fun and a lot of really great. Um, the 3 new holes that they've added, the par 5, the par 4, and then that new par 3. I think that new par 3 is kind of just fine, like it's pretty whatever, but those other 2 holes are incredible. They're legitimately challenging and hard, and if you throw a couple of really good shots, you could put yourself in a pretty good spot. The par 5, I will say, kind of can be a little, once you're off the tee, it's like you have no freaking clue like what your second, third, or fourth shot might end up looking like. You're kind of just getting out there and kind of hoping for the best. But that doesn't necessarily make that hole bad. Like it's just really challenging, and I really like that about it. Um what as far as like amenities are concerned with the course, like I was looking at the UDisc reviews earlier, and someone said there's like no parking. I disagree. I think there's plenty of
I
street
disagree.
parking. Yeah, there's parking across the street and stuff like that too, so I think there's plenty of parking out there. There's usually a couple of like honey buckets around, which is just fine. As far as I'm concerned, having a honey bucket on a course is just as good as having a bathroom in general. I don't necessarily need it to be like a full structure with like running water. Like South Fork Landing, that bathroom there is top notch and way above and
Yeah.
beyond. So, but yeah, it has like all the amenities that you want. Like I said, the other tee pads are another amenity that I feel like is kind of underrated at some disc golf courses. What do you think, Ollie?
They have great tee pads. The course flows really well. Like
Yeah.
you finish 18, and it's just like that short walk there. It's like nothing like a normal there. There's the town right there. You can stop and get a Gatorade or whatever. You want water or whatever you need there.
Yep.
So it's nothing like it's in the middle of nowhere in a bit, but it's also like there's stuff there to get there. It's like it's not
Yeah, yeah.
that bad.
Taco Bell right on your way out.
Exactly. So there's stuff like that where it's like it's really not that bad. I have the negatives I have to say of Shelton would just be like a slight elevation thing, but like what you lose in an elevation challenge, you gain in like hitting like such intricate shots, I believe, where it's like it's such demanding shots where it's like the challenge is already there. You don't need to throw up or down, I guess, but I think it's such a cool course, and the holes they've added have been cool, and yeah, I'm such a fan.
Yeah. No, it's incredible there. I did a couple of practice rounds I played 2 practice rounds on Wednesday, and by the time I left there, I was like I was like done. I was so tired. My hips were starting to hurt, my knees were like feeling sore, my feet were sore, and I realized like the ground there, like there's certain spots you step and the ground there kind of has a little like kind of like bounce and kind of give to it. And I think that just kind of adds to the like, man, it's gonna kick your butt. Like that course like will completely kick your butt. I do think all the lines are really fair. While some of the holes are like it's a tight gap, or maybe this line is really really
Yeah.
small. I do think they're all completely fair, or they have a gap that maybe it's not that exact gap, but there's another gap that you can hit that'll get you close enough to the basket to give yourself a putt. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like the biggest complaint I have about the place is really that it's just like really flat, but that's like that's just kind of what the park is. I don't even
Yeah.
think that's really that much of a complaint. They have that big empty space, without the trees that they actually like utilize really, really well. Discs coming out into that and then going back into the woods. It's not like they have an entire hole just on the outskirts in that big wide open field out there. So I think that's really, really good. Even like the horseshoe hole where it gets like from the woods out into the exposed area and then back into the woods. Like that's really, really sick. So
yeah, truly do enjoy that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
what do you think is your least favorite hole out there?
Um, it's so hard. There's really
Yeah.
not too many bad ones. Like, there's not too many ones that I dislike. I think maybe that one, like, I say, like, I don't like it probably just because I don't score that well on it, but, like, the times, like, I think I birdied it, like, 2 times. Like, I birdied it so little. But, like, that long par four, I probably only off white, or, like, blues, I probably gotta, like, look at that. But it's the par four with the road on your right. They added the Mando this year.
Yeah, it's like
That one's just,
12.
like, kind of FU-y. But
Yeah, sure.
I
Um,
really still enjoy playing it. Like there's not like there's a couple of the short ones that are like kind of simple, but I just think they like have such good taste between
mhm.
holes and challenging holes, and they're still like demanding in their own way to get like a fully parked shot.
Yeah. I think hole 2 is my least favorite hole on that course. Just that like kind of boomerang, kind of like hooking shot out into the wind and
Oh
then
yeah,
down. It's just I mean like I don't know. It's one of those holes where it's kind of like it's almost like a nothing hole, you know? Like it's like I don't know, you like just kind of put a disc out on hyzer out of that gap, and if you threw it hard enough, maybe it gets there, maybe it doesn't with the wind,
yeah.
and that one, I mean, like it's just fine. It's not a bad hole. It's just, I mean, as far as that property is concerned, that's one of my least favorites. Um, the other one, I'm really honestly the island hole is another one that is just like it's a good hole, and that island is absolutely beautiful. But I just think the hole's kind of just like a nothing burger. You know, it's just kind of I don't know, almost like it's so short it almost doesn't fit in with the rest of the holes on that property. But still a good disc golf hole. What's your favorite hole out there?
I do like 18 a lot. I think it has a lot of character. I don't think
Do
it's
you mean the final hole?
yeah, the final hole. Yeah.
Okay. They've reworked them now to where the final hole is actually 21 because they've added in those three as just
The
part of the
final
railing
hole,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
final hole. But I like that final hole a lot. I just like the little green there. I think it's cool. Um, I also like the par five. It's always fun to play that one.
Yeah. I think one of my new favorite holes is that par four. The one right after the par five. I'm really starting to like I just really appreciate like a true two shot par four. I kind of wish the approach shot was maybe a little wider, like that gap was just a touch wider, maybe one or two trees off the left or right wasn't there. But I just really like that if you put your drive in the perfect spot, you can throw another perfect shot up to the pin and reasonably get up and down there. Or if you just throw a bad drive, you could be fighting and taking a 7 or an 8 there if you're just plinkoing your way
Yeah.
up and down. So I've become a really really big fan of that hole. The other one that I think I really appreciate, and I think I appreciate it because it plays against my skills so much, is that boomerang hole. I think it's hole 10, where you come out of the woods and then kind of back in with a little hazard kind of right in the middle there. It basically is forcing me to throw back to back forehands, one kind of like power forehand hyzer coming out like through the gap, and then another kind of like touchy forehand into the green. And that's just not really my skill set. So it's definitely a hole that I think about a lot. It's a hole that I want to be successful at. And it's a hole that when I do shoot it well, I feel really, really good about myself. And when I don't play it well, I'm kind of like, well, this isn't really your game, or this isn't your style of play. So,
Yeah.
but I've just like grown a huge appreciation for that one. Um, you ready to give this a rating?
What's my highest rated course?
Uh, 8-8
Oh
at
hell yeah!
Rain Shadow.
Give me a 9.3.
Whoa. That's huge.
I truly enjoy this course. I do think it's
Yeah.
one of the best courses. It's pro level. I think like it's so challenging. It's there's so many layouts. It's like I don't know. I enjoy my times there at Shelton. 9.3.
Nice.
9.25. 9.25. 9.25.
925.
Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
9.25.
All right. So just kind of going off of some of my other ratings and kind of how I feel about Shelton compared to some of the other courses, like similar to it in my mind. SeaTac is not like that far off of Shelton. I think Shelton is just kind of like a
What I have
bigger
C-Tech.
brother.
Was that my
You had
high one?
SeaTac at 8.6.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say it's just
So
like that championship level.
yeah. I have
Pizzazz
SeaTac
to
at
it.
9-1, so I think I'm going to put Shelton at 9-2 because I do like Shelton a little more. I think it's a little more challenging, but I think if I'm not playing a tournament out there and me living in North Seattle, if I'm driving somewhere, I'm gonna drive the half an hour to SeaTac rather than the hour and a half or 2 hours to Shelton, just like on a daily. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not a big enough jump that make me want to do that extra drive. So I think it's just that little bit of extra. So 9-2. And then UDisc rating for it was 4.7, so that turns our KO rating into a 9.1. And this is going to be the highest rated course on our list at 9.17 or something like that. So pretty good.
Wait, nine point
Pretty
one.
9.17 is because UDisc is like 4.7, and we just double it for ours, which gives it a
Wouldn't that be
9.1.
9.4?
Would it? Am I bad at math? You're totally right, dude. I'm really bad at math.
I was like, wait, 9.1.
I was like, yeah, I said that so confidently too.
Well,
Hell yeah.
that's why I almost was like, am I wrong?
So that's gonna bring it up to like a 9.33 or
That's solid.
9.35.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's out of, SeaTac is the next highest rated, I think. No. Rain Shadow is at a 9.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
That sounds about right in my book.
I think so. I think so too. Um, all right, Ollie,
We're
hit us with
gonna.
the OD.
I think I'm
Hit
gonna
us.
skip the ODP this week, or
Okay.
we could do it like this. I'm guaranteeing Senegal to beat Norway.
Man, I didn't know you wanted to just be so wrong about it. Not my boy. Erling would never let that happen. His ponytail band is gonna match his jersey. No way, dude. No way. All right, time to answer the KO question of the week. If you were arrested, what would it be for? Ollie, what would you be arrested for?
Oh,
Oh, actually, before you answer that, what do you think I would be arrested for? And then I'll answer what I think you would be arrested for.
I think you would be arrested for. Oh, that's a good one. Because I was thinking about this. I had a couple options. It's like I think you'd be arrested for like some kind of lewd amongst maybe like a Red Sox World Series kind of thing. Maybe, woo, like I don't know. I could see you
Like a
going
tarts off thing.
letting it loose, maybe getting arrested. The other one, I was like, maybe you just boomed one out at Kayak Golds and hit someone in the head, arrested for disc golf murderer.
Disc golf manslaughter.
Yeah, those are my two. I was going those two.
Okay. For you, I think it is falling on a scooter in public. I
Arrested.
think they would just be like, "Hey, just get this guy out of here. We just can't have this be happening." Realistically, I think I would be arrested for something really freaking stupid. Like I would probably get like a parking ticket or something, and I would put it on my counter, and I would tell myself every day I'm going to pay that later today, and then it would just I would just look at it for months and months and months until it was long enough that they were like, "Bro, you have an unpaid parking ticket for like 2 years," and then they would just book me.
I don't know what I would think myself to go in for. I could go into jail for a lot of things. I don't know.
It's oh, I got another one for you.
Huh.
Maybe like a money laundering scheme that's actually Gradient collects. It's like you think you're buying cards. They're laced.
They're laced. They're actually something entirely different. No. Thank you, Spencer, for that question, though. Appreciate you. If you have any questions you want us to answer, comment them down below. We'll get right to them.
All right, time for the draft this week. We're gonna blow through this one pretty quick. This is going to be the 1990 home run hitters draft, basically. Just home run hitters from the 1990s. There's not really I think this is kind of subjective to just like who's your favorite players from the '90s that were bashing home runs. So, Ollie, you want the first pick or the second two?
I'll take the first pick, I guess. I just feel
Go
like
for
I'm
it.
going to be giving away one. I'm giving away something. But
Sure.
I'll take Barry Bonds. That's my goat.
He did most of his home runs in the 2000s.
How many did he have? He was number 3 in the 90s.
Was he?
Yeah. I just have 90s pulled up. 90s home run leaders. He's number 3. 361. Still a lot.
Yeah. Oh, see, I was looking at just 1990. I was like, are you sure? I was like, bro.
Huh?
I was like, what's this filter? I'm going with the big hurt Frank Thomas. Dude, he was.
Dang.
Yeah, Frank Thomas is the man. And then as my second one, I'm going with the kid, Ken Griffey Jr.
That's what I'm giving up.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Those two, I mean, like, those two were just iconic home run hitters from my childhood. So, all right, you got the, what is that, the 4-5 here?
I'll take McGuire. Easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
McGuire's easy.
Yeah.
And then I
think
think
he was the most home runs in the 90s,
he
right?
is. He is the most home runs. So we'll take that. We've got the top 3 out of the way. I think I'll go with another. I think I'll go with Jose Canseco.
Okay. Dude, that guy's a psychopath.
303 in the 90s, though. That's a top 10 home run hitter.
Not legit. I mean, no doubt about that. Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna go with Manny Ramirez. I think he did a lot of his home runs kind of in the late '90s, and then the early 2000s is really where he started to kind of take off. But he's just so iconic for that like Cleveland team back in the day. And then my last pick, this one is he wasn't like I found out later that this guy was not a great player necessarily, but Brian Giles is going to be my guy. My dad and I used to sit down and play like a home run derby, like 1998, 1997 when I was a kid on the PlayStation 1. And Brian Giles, I would hit 530-foot home runs with Brian Giles, and you could not tell me otherwise as a kid that he was not the greatest player in MLB. And like it turns out he had one really good year, but that was just like a really informative year of my life.
And you're like, he's got to be the GOAT.
I was like, he's the best. Like this guy's incredible, and like I think he was like out of baseball a couple years later. Nope, he played until 2009. That's incredible.
I think an easy one to take, kind of similar. I mean, just didn't hit. I mean, end of his career in the 90s. I'll take it. Give me Mr. Mariner, Alvin Davis. Come on.
Alvin Davis?
Mr. Mariner.
All right. I'm not too familiar with Alvin Davis.
Mr. Mariner?
Yeah, I'm not.
80s, 90s. He played till 92. So he had 3.
Okay, so he got a lot of
He
his
had
work done
90,
early.
91, 92, but he's Mr. Mariner, so he's a big guy for the Mariners.
It kind of sucks. Like, I wish Google, like, when you type in a player's name, it just tells you their stats for their last season.
Yeah.
And the last season for these guys is, like, kind of sad.
It's always
Yeah,
bad.
like, give me, like, their best season. Give me their, their first season, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, give me anything besides 104 at-bats, no homers. Like, this is not looking good.
You're like, that's who you took?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh.
All right, so to recap, Ollie picked Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco, and Alvin Davis. I picked Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., Manny Ramirez, and Brian Giles. Comment down below your favorite 1990 home run hitter. Jeff Wallace, Cal Ripken Jr. was not a home run hitter. You cannot comment him. I'm sorry.
That is episode 115. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And we are down to it. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Les Brown. Aim high, shoot low. We'll see you next week. Peace. Wait, let's see. Oh, this should play. There we go. There we go. There we go.